Okay. Why the hell did it not start? Everything is in neutral that I can see. I've got strong lights. I don't think that's a battery issue. That is something else. It's in park. This is in neutral. I guess the first thing to do is to check the battery, but I don't think it's the battery. It could be. It was running fine a couple days ago. What am I missing here? That's in park. That's in neutral. There's no other safety switches. The PTO is off. Well, I guess I need to diagnose this one. That's the way a tractor is supposed to start. But that one is not starting like this one. Well, let me take the battery cover off and go directly to the batteries with it. Still nothing. Let me get the battery charger and put on there. Convinced that was the battery because it started too easy once it took off. I think it was some type of electrical thing. Let me turn it off and try it again. Yeah, there was something. That's something else. Let's try this one more time with the battery charger and see if that makes a difference. But I'm not sure it's the battery. Just strange. You heard it just like I did. I am still not convinced this is a battery issue with the starting of this tractor or the non-starting. I think it's some type of electrical issue. I'm going to get my battery tester and test this battery. And the reason I say I don't think it's a battery issue is because when I have full lights on the dash, and when I hit the key, the lights are not dimming. So if it was a bad connection here, I don't think I would have full lights on the dash. Or when I hit the key just like on the 7140 the other day, you know, the lights went out completely when I hit the key because I was not making a good connection at the battery. Let me get my battery tester and check this battery, see if I'm getting a good pull on it. Okay, I've got these connections on the battery connector, not on the battery itself. We're reading 12 volts. And when I hit that, all is good. So that tells me we're making good connection there. I wonder if it's a solenoid issue. That could be a problem. I think the starter is back behind here. Let me remove some bolts. Well, I'm glad I did not have the camera on when I took that cover off, because I don't see a starter behind there. I guess it's on this other side here. Haha, there's the starter. Let me tap on it a little bit. So, what do you think? Do you think it's the solenoid? That's what I'm guessing. I think I'll pull that solenoid off of there and look at it. I wanted to start this tractor so I could turn the wheels all the way to the right so I can get in there to get to that starter. Well, it wouldn't start, so I went down and brought the battery charger up here, put it on. I hit the key a couple of times, would not start. Finally, on about this fifth or sixth time, it started. I now have the battery charger off. It is not on, it is off. Let's see if it starts now. Okay, it started. All right, I don't know. I'm thinking it is the solenoid, so maybe I just need to call and order one before tearing that apart. I can still move the tractor without it torn apart. So I think maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know of any other issue other than the solenoid that it could be. Let's see. And there we go. So maybe I'm not moving the tractor now. Oh boy, a head scratcher. I have searched on the John Deere website, and it appears that you cannot buy just the solenoid. I guess you can no longer replace just the solenoid. You have to get the whole starter motor kit. So what I did was I took the safety cover off of here. So this safety cover is on there to prevent a bypass of that. Then I took the wire here and did a bypass, and the tractor started right up. So that's my guess, is this thing is bad. And I'm looking at this thing, trying to determine, you know, how difficult it is to take off. So it appears maybe two bolts holding this starter on, one down here and one back behind here. But then there's very little room between, there's a line here, it's a black line, you can hardly see it. A black line here and the end of this starter. I don't believe there's enough room to pull this starter back out of the housing to remove it, so I'd probably have to take this line off. I may have to take this filter off as well to get that starter off of there. But let me make some phone calls to Deere and see how to proceed with this, but yeah, it doesn't look like you can replace just the solenoid, and that's a shame, because there's usually just a little copper washer in there that gets a bad spot on it. And I have taken them apart in the past on older tractors, cleaned that copper washer up, and then they work fine again for a couple more years. All right, let me see what I'm gonna do here. I jumped in here after crossing the starter to get it started. Tractor's running. When I pull it out of park, so I'm going to pull it out of park. Okay, the neutral light comes on here. I don't have this in forward or reverse. If I put this in any gear, the neutral light does not go out. So I've got it in A. If I put this up to forward, the neutral light does not go out, and if I let the clutch out, nothing is happening. It's not moving. So now what is it? So is it some type of safety switch that is preventing this thing from moving? Does it sense the cover not being on there, and so it will not move forward? Because the reason for this safety cover is just so you can't do what I'm doing and bypass that starter to get it started, because people have been hurt and killed bypassing the starter, standing in front of the tire. The tractor's in gear, they don't realize it, they bypass that starter, that tractor starts up and takes off and runs over top of the person. But I don't see how this safety cover can... is there something? I'll have to go down and look. Is there something down on there that this is engaging in, that little slot there? Otherwise, it's just a nut in here that holds this cover on there. But they've got a lot of safety mechanisms on here. I don't see anything. I'm just dead in the water, I guess. This just is not making sense. In gear, push that forward, and nothing is happening. It's switching gears. You can hear it switch. I can run through the gears. This is weird. Very weird. Alright, let's turn the key on here so it knows it's in neutral. Put it in park, it knows it's in park. It starts that time. I need fuel. Aha! That time, now it's going to go. So I'm guessing that the tractor knows that I bypassed the starter, and so it will not let it move forward because it was started with the bypass. How can that be? Well, I don't understand electronics, but something tells me that's exactly what happened. So make some comments below if you know what's going on here. So is it the starter that I have to replace, or is it another safety mechanism that has gone bad? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some more research on this. I haven't called yet about a starter. I'm guessing it's going to be a couple $100. It's dear, and it's Bidenomics right now, so it's probably going to be $500 for that starter. I don't know. I'd hate to replace the starter, spend that much money, and that's not the issue. All right, let me move this out of here so I can bring the other tractor in and get that last frame on, and scratch my head a little bit over this one, and ask around and do some research. Holy crap. Do you see that price right there? $717 for that starter. If I return the core, I get, what is that, $50 off of it. Oh my God, I was way off on that. So this is the starter, they call it a starter motor kit, RE527-400. $717. I've got to push a lot of snow to pay for that. Wow. Wow. For something that a simple solenoid would fix. Gosh. Okay. It is going to be the price it's going to be. I'm going to wrap this video up. I think I'm going to go up and talk to my, to the ex John Deere dealer mechanic. He's still there, just not a John Deere dealer. He should know a little bit about that 6115 and what that starter issue is. So I'll pick his brain a little bit, see if he does know anything about what the issue may be. I'm narrowing it down to a starter, but before I order one, I want to verify that. So that's what I'll do. I'm wrapping this up, so I'm going to say, see ya!